Hi friends! I recently did a video about things to do, like a whole list of things to do instead of habit tracking to help yourself do some more helpful behaviors, incorporate helpful behaviors and healthy thought processes into your life in a better way or in a different way from tracking. So I wanted to do a video now that's a little bit simpler and make it just habit arithmetic. And so I'm going to do a plus, a minus, a multiply, and a divide. And my definitions might be a little bit funny, but this is how I'm thinking about it, and this is how I'm keeping it simple. So, number one is addition. What can you add into your life that makes your habits just kind of flow and happen naturally? And the main thing for that is adding visual cues. You probably have a lot of visual cues in your life already, such as having a coat rack right by your front door so that you put your coat on the rack or coat in the closet instead of putting it on the floor or on the couch or something. So you probably have already incorporate visual cues into your life, but you can add it into your habits. So if one habit you want to do is flossing, then you put the floss out. Don't keep it in the medicine cabinet, just put the floss out in front of your toothbrush. My biggest visual cue is for my vitamins and my supplements. I put it in a place where I can see it all the way down the hallway. So even if I look down the hallway or if I ever go down the hallway to go to the bathroom, I can see them there. So that's one of the visual cues that I have to help me with my vitamins. So that's something. Another easy visual cue is if you want to do more yoga, put your yoga mat out. It's maybe not as tidy to have your stuff out all the time, but when my yoga mat is out and ready to be used, it's infinitely more likely that I'm going to do yoga that day or stretch or what have you. So next is subtract. So what are the obstacles or the things in your life, the things that make it easy to do the bad habits or difficult to do the good habits? What are those things in your life that you can subtract to from your house? It's kind of like a visual cue, but opposite. So what can you subtract? If you want to stop eating chips, then don't have chips in your house. That's one of the easy things to do. So the chips one is a very personal one to me. Chips is my binge eating thing. It's what does it for me. The crunchiness, the saltiness, the variation in the amount of flavor that chips have, and the salt, the fat content, and all of that. That was the perfect binge food for me. I had to subtract potato chips from my shopping list so that it wasn't in my cabinets and it wasn't in my house, and that was something that I had to do. So that's probably the most common one is subtracting junk food. But if you say you go to happy hour every Friday and that's not working for you, you have certain friends that only want to ever take you to happy hour and they never want to do anything else with you, and that's not working for you, you might have to subtract your friends, those certain friends, from that kind of social. Maybe you can still text them or see them for walks or something, but sometimes subtracting friends from your social circle and your social outings, that might be something that you do. There's lots of things subtracting out certain restaurants. Say you don't want to go to the barbecue restaurant because every time you go to the barbecue restaurant you get ribs, and you don't want to do that anymore. Just subtracting that out from the equation sometimes can be a little bit more seamless. Now, of course, the thoughts that you have about it are still going to be there, so that's some work that you have to do, but just simply subtracting it out is one small step that you can do to make things go a little bit easier. Multiplication. Now this one is where my definitions might be a little funny, but what I do for multiplication is habit stacking, or, what I recommend. I'm still working on these things myself, but what I recommend for multiplication, and this is probably the one that the product of the multiplication is probably the one that is the easiest and most seamless. If you're doing one habit, such as walking, and say you want to do a 30-minute walk every single day, stack stuff on top of that. So say you also want to listen to a podcast, and that's something that you want to, like a self-help podcast or something, or listening to an audiobook, and you want to incorporate that into your habits. Listen to it during your walk. If you are wanting to connect with friends more, maybe that's when you do your phone calls, is during your 30-minute walk every day. So that's a easy way to kind of multiply, stack your things together, and that can be very helpful. Like I said earlier, the visual cue of putting your floss next to your toothbrush and out in front of your stuff. If you're already doing, say, a skincare, you already do skincare, or you already brush your teeth every day, that is already a habit that you have unlocked, and you've gotten it into your life already. So stack stuff on top of that. Put your floss in front of your toothbrush. If you're wanting to start doing a serum or something, put that right in front of your toothbrush, so you can stack these habits together, and you only have to think of the one habit that you already have incorporated, it's in your body, it's in your brain. You already have some sort of cue to help you with that. Stack stuff on top of that so that you can kind of have a cascade of your new habits along with your old ones. And the last step of habit arithmetic is divide, and this is the most fun one because this involves your friends. So if you have some things that you want to incorporate into your life that involve doing with other people, you can divide and conquer. So especially if you have someone that you live with and it's a habit that you want for your household to have, say, doing the dishes on a more regular basis or recycling, that is something that you can divide and conquer. So that would help with many hands to make light work, and an hour of cleaning becomes a half hour of cleaning when you have someone with you, and you can divide it up, or you can get a lot more done in the hour that you can devote. Probably the more likely thing that will happen is divide up tasks and play to your strengths. So if one person's better at cooking and the other person's better at washing the dishes and cleaning up after, just divide it, and then you don't have to do the thing that you're not as good at anymore. So if you want to cook at home more than ordering out and getting takeout and stuff and going out to restaurants, then that is a way that you can divide up that habit. Find the people that you can do it with, or if it's a habit that you want to do that you just need an accountability buddy, then you can kind of divide up that way. You can carpool every other time. You can be responsible for remembering to do it and reminding the other person to come. So that is a way that you can divide up your habits to make it a little bit easier. So hopefully all of these addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, those things can all help you make it very simple. It's an easy way to remember things to do, so you don't have to be tracking it every single time that you do something. So hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any tips, if you have any other math-related habits that you do. Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I have more videos about this, about why I stopped habit tracking, what I do instead of habit tracking, etc., and all of my thoughts on that. And so if you want to see more of those, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time. Bye!